to get
The Raiders offense about ready to get started. 8-0 is their record to start the year. And the one this defense will need to contain is this man, their second-year running back.
He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again. That type of a game, but maybe a couple of touchdowns, I think that's within reach.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Right back to him on first down. He stiff arms him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Here's a give up the middle. Muscles him off.
This man just backswiped me.
Midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 more yards this
Dang,
time coming
you
off
got
back-to-back first down pickups.
2 yards to go, second down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I'm toting that rock, son. Oh,
so
Lord. They got that bitch stacked from outside.
They've got a new set of downs here.
Now Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
I cut your vibes to Philly. You know I rob with killers. And killers know why I get busy. Facts.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Here we go now on first and goal.
They'll try to run this one.
Oh, this
That's
fat
go as a
ass
loss of
nigga.
1 on first down.
Blocking them down.
Now here's second and goal.
Blocking the hole and shit. I don't know why I can't dive through people.
They'll try to run this one in.
How much a nigga weigh?
This time he is
It's over. I'm about to say it.
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders are on
We in
the
there,
board
blood.
first here this afternoon.
Be in there.
So both sides of the foot. Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Still on his feet.
Still ass off me, boy.
Tackles. And he'll be out
I
of
ain't letting
bounds
these
just
little
shy of
niggas
the
out here
40.
on this field.
Another
Nigga.
catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Nigga grab my leg and shit.
They're out of the screen and it's second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Down the left side.
You trying to speak shit into existence over there. Mind you, gonna shut up.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Minshew sets to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
I want to see you do.
Inside the 35.
Damn. I got to get my speed up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Oh, what a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Offsides on the defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
How the time still moving, though.
5 yards. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen.
He supposed to jab his eye right there, bro.
After a gain of 3 as they
He
move
going
it from the
down
22 to the 19.
unseasoned die route.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now
Last
they
of
go
the
screen.
game.
It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sport halftime over.
Third quarter.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns.
He's sticking. He's sliding.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute. Visitors offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his they'll start on the ground here on first down.
I got to do another play.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Now he's loose down the left side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for
so if I jump in front of him, he catch me when I jump mid-air. It don't make no sense. I'm jumping forward.
55 yards.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
And Minshew will throw for it.
They messing up the plays and shit.
And this one
They messing up the play a little bit.
So they
We
went
went
for
for
the
2.
They
He ended
don't
up
get
with
it.
2. You going for 2. What the fuck they do? I can tell this dude. Oh shit, they got 22.
As we look at
We
the
gotta
back,
get another
onto the
point.
field again. I guess
Or run the clock out. I'm gonna just run the clock out. If he block out, pull up, get on block side. Alright, you got 4 TDs.
You gotta have 2 hands on the football here. As they run first down.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
That boy,
So it's Raider football
Trip,
as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward.
you know, like trying to stop the run for real.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You think you stopping shit? You running over here line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
So
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great play there. 48 yards.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 9. Offense and their running back headed back onto the field. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate it.
We joking, we sliding. It's a little bit of time.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
There he goes again.
Ooh, damn. That made me my ribs hurt. That boy, striking shit. I ain't gonna lie, we got back up though. That's all that matters, man.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other side.
He got his eye.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series.
It's crazy how they make niggas lead with their hands on Madden, but in real life, you lead with your hands for a hit like that, you gonna break your damn wrist. I ain't gonna lie. But he threw that so you can hit like that.
This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.
That's some patty cake ass shit.
Charles, these defenses, meanwhile,
full speed. That nigga with your wrist. Even if you got wrist breaks on, it was shit.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop.
Be fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. You don't want to break your wrist. That's gonna change the way you do everything. You nasty. Oh. I like the way you move your body. I need to rest. I'm gonna carry the team, coach. Just let them niggas rest, man. All right, man. We gonna put faith into you. One time for your body, your body. One time for your body, your body. For the body, the body. I like the way you move your body. Playoff time. We got hella away games, so I'ma just throw that mouthpiece in and shit on our head. I give you one time for the birthday girl, 2 times for the birthday girl. I like the way you move your body, way you move your body, your body. One time for your body, your body. Wherever your body, your body, your body, the way you move your body. Buddy. 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 Are you ready for the Giants this week? Hell yeah, nigga. What the fuck you think? Just heads up, man. They defense live as hell. We gonna need you to come with your A game. Oh yeah, for real. Hey, they got that nigga in the backfield. Last night I seen this film. What you think we should do? We gonna respond to that nigga, man. All talk. He think he stop us? Hell nah, twin. We gonna talk that talk, but we gotta walk that walk too, man. We ain't can't be bapping on the. Man, we ain't bapping, man. I'm gonna make this nigga eat his words on the game. I don't even use spin moves. Ooh, nigga got his ass fatter. Shit crazy. Soon as I seen the shit, soon as I pay for it, you know the bad thing around, she already know it. It's supposed to be yours. Win game against LB, get a linebacker boost. Even though you my shawty.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Offensive Player of the Year. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back.
Shawty, yeah.
Hand off to the back. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down up at the 48.
Look at all
One
the hands
play
on
in
him.
and already they're close to midfield. Back now, pressure on its way. Caught by his back. Rolling into enemy territory. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first. Pressure coming. It's Minshew. Finds his back complete.
Come on, dog.
He's
This
almost at it
man
worse,
grab my
but he gets a
legs
yard
and
out of
shit.
it.
I'm trying to
Tackle
get
made by
loose.
Chuck Clark.
I'm
They'll
avoiding
come to
that
the
nigga in the
line here,
middle at all
2nd and
costs.
9.
The Giants got all this manpower and they still ass. Ain't no way.
Here's the handoff.
That shit
His
crazy,
drive up the middle gets
man.
him about 3. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Minshew looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On the ringtone. We gotta go to the air with this game. Cause they got that damn linebacker. Oh, we stopped them now. He can't do anything. Their main character.
They kick the running back in
We gonna
motion.
do something about that.
Out of the pistol, Minshew.
Oh, what the fuck?
A quick throw is swatted
This
away,
extendo
incomplete.
arm ass nigga,
I'll tell you
man. Ain't
what,
no
Jay, that's a
linebacker
really
scratch
nice
his
play
arm
in
up
coverage.
that high.
That
I'll tell you
linebacker
that right
looking
now.
like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover
They don't
guys
even
can
make
take some notes and
linebackers
have to
that do
stay in
shit like
position,
that.
and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Quarterback throwing the ball too low too. You can throw that shit bomb every time.
He makes it in for the
Especially if you got
touchdown.
that racism.
The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
ATL Jacob. If you stand for nothing, we both for anything. Almost anything. You know what? Since niggas wanna start the run game, I'm gonna just take the out of Hadley all game.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on first is Minshew. Completed to his running back.
Come on, this bitch ass nigga.
Before being taken down.
Come on, man.
Brock, you
You
remember
let
when they were near their
nigga
own
do
end
something to
zone?
him,
Yeah,
bro.
things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. Out of the gun, Minshew. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in.
Ooh, I seen that nigga.
For the touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime.
So we ask him. Big slime. Big slime. Big slime.
First and 10, Minshew.
Hey, blessing that nigga every play. Keep blessing his big dumb eyes. You know that. Big slime.
Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half.
You fucking anything. I'm a silent. Ain't really anything. Sorry, pressure. Man, should be asking.
Minshew working from the gun.
Break it out to the
Completed over the middle. And the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kick the running back in motion. Minshew on 1st down.
Damn!
And brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Just one
Alexa,
quarter remaining in
skip.
this one. This one.
Oh, that's why it was the
quite
last 2
much, but it is
minutes.
a 2-score game. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, Minshew. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Minshew now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Why?
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Rain keeps falling, tears keep falling. Yeah. How is it playing, little baby?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
Ooh.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another.
Damn, I ain't got no more time. And this dude will be playing middle linebacker.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Four seconds left. Damn, they trying to smoke these nigga.
Wow, they're gonna pass it here.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, then knee it out. Either way, this one's over.
We finna win a Super Bowl around here, man.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' reigning league MVP. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns.
The Raiders offense in the midst of a perfect season. They get their first possession here.
Oh shit, my bad.
And the focal point of the offense, as it's been all year, is this man at running back. Boy, he's been great.
And on face value, the numbers may not have been eye-popping last week, but what stands out is that he made contributions both the run game and as a receiver out of the backfield. And quarterbacks will always tell you, give me someone like that I can rely on. It makes my job that much easier.
Ball on to 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fights through it. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Runs through the contact. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in
from the 20.
Yeah.
And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
And maybe starting the campaign.
What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Y'all know all about that. Jesus. What you know about that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stiff-armed him. Yeah, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go.
He's throwing that shit so Larry Brad.
As he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Minshew sets to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. As we transition into the second half of the season.
Here's Minshew.
It's
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm trying to run my route too bad.
Now Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. He's still on his feet. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Bro, you supposed to quit.
A momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew.
Yeah.
By the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the
You
catch.
throwing him hard eye pass.
He is in. Touchdown.
Not good at that. Pass the ball first.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Can you say everything of me? Can you say
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. There's the stiff arm. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Week after week, Charles, when we...
You my dear. Do I look good today? Yeah.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will score.
You got DeAndre
Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins.
Win, nigga.
His second touchdown on.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That boy
81 yards rushing now for the NFL
full animation
coming into this ball game.
Back to throw now on first down.
I'm in the fat line. Bad bitch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard.
I'm a heavyweight.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I need all the help they could get.
It'll be Minshew again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there.
I'm in the fat lane.
39 yards.
Matt Brand.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead yet again.
You on the dangers. Topic get it banging. Man, that drop 3. Alright, back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield.
They trying to stop him nigga X Factor.
And this will leave him a
You know,
yard
he done
short.
allowed 400 yards
Nice
today.
pickup of 9
Number 4
yards
in the
on first
season.
down.
That's why them niggas hitting so hard. Alright. It makes sense.
From the 41, this
You
is
number 4
second and a yard.
in the game. And somebody in there just running all 3 of the shit. And he playing up. Oh, he already fucked up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
They got Hopkins
Wind up
over
getting
there.
this one all the way down inside
If
the
I can
20.
see you open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
With a red nigga. Head up on his eye, and without a head, and the top of get up like on my left.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the score.
Like some cooked food. Chopping out them out of that, man. Them nigga bitches, they protected by the president. And I got proof. They know you spinning, so we slide bulletproof. They done it. They feel like
they'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game.
I got them boys in a whole nother defense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the...
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither...
What's up, man? Yeah, what's good, man? We got Denver this week. Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, man, they got a nigga on their team, too. Another nigga we gotta worry about. You know, we gonna stick to the plan, man. We ain't gonna do nothing too crazy. Of course, man, we ready for Denver. Let's get this money, man. You better be blocking, too, nigga. We got gloss and shots and chops. We been in shops and shit. We up blocking, put a slide. We slicing the whip like lions. We slap a whip. We slicing shit like lions and shit. Chopstick. We really proud of it. Let's sign this thing. We ain't had no part of this.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders, reigning league MVP. Yours standing at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
We ain't dealing
It's
with
the
the
Raiders and the
Broncos.
Broncos.
We be wilding just like they 5-6. They ain't even going to the playoffs, so you know they finna be hitting hard. And it's cold. We got market times.
Minshew's going to throw here straight away. Finds a seam down the
Messing
middle.
me up, yo.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the pistol, Minshew. He had a fumble, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Minshew. Hits his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Minshew. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Throwing on first is Minshew. Fits it through the middle. He does it. Touchdown! The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Minshew on first down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. On 2nd and 10 now. Minshew. Completed to his running back. Here he goes again. Then he's in. Touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp. First and 10, Minshew. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. That is as efficient as a... Running back sent in motion. From the shotgun, Minshew. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Minshew working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Minshew looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. kick the running back in motion. Working inside the red zone. The back's got it.
Nigga elbow with his side.
As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a...
It's a big ass stadium. God. Hey, but Denver Broncos, boy, this stadium is big as hell. What the hell, my nigga? It must not be shells in Denver, but the Broncos. How big this stadium is. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go one time so I can see the seats at the top again.
Minshew to throw.
Let me score again.
Finds his back complete. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there.
And them shit like that.
So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Get that money, get that paper, nigga. What's on there? We on get that money, get that paper.
Now Minshew. That one's complete over the middle.
Yeah, they got my A shot. They gave me all these auto suggestions and shit.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
That's the worst thing about having everybody.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders about to move to 12-0 on the season. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Minshew.
Come on.
Nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first.
I didn't even drop that pass, but all right, bro. Yeah, all right, tripping.
Running back sent in motion. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
I'm doing all this fluke shit.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I ain't got no rushing yards, too.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
That was because the quarterback,
carries here.
he helped me with his X factor.
Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And yet another challenge.